Hey guys, MCU Collector here with a new video, and I have returned from my family vacation to South Korea, in which my grandparents had their 70th anniversary. I just got back today after 27 hours of travel from the time the taxi picked me up from the apartment in Korea to the time I actually got home was 27 hours. So I'm kind of tired. The time difference has been kind of insane. It's a 16-hour time difference from here in from California and South Korea. Feeling a little under the weather even, but my friend Anthony, Spawn XD209 on Instagram, he hooked me up. He found the Xmen wave at Target yesterday, the day before. My days are kind of jumbled because in Korea it was a day ahead. So I don't know the actual day, but he picked this up for me. He said, "Hey man, if you're interested, I got this wave for you." And I said, "Yup, I'm coming right over." And I was actually at my brother's house in the same town that he is in, so it worked out perfectly. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. First up is the Gambit figure. Now, I'm going to go through one by one until we get through all of them and then review Caliban just like I always do. This time I am going to make a very strong effort to make these videos shorter because I know I ramble on like I am doing already, but obviously I have to set up everything as we're going along and give you guys the background information. So as far as going over the figure, I will do that much quicker. So here we have Gambit. So pretty awesome. The artwork looks amazing. Really like the way that is looking on the side. On the back of the package, the artwork does look cool. I still kind of miss the actual promo image of the figure, but this does look good. And then we actually, as we show the whole wave, we still see that it is just the actual comic artwork for it as well. Let's take a look at that bio. Okay, the bio for Gambit reads, Remy LeBeau is an ex-thief from New Orleans with the mutant ability to convert energy and cause objects to explode. And there is the UPC for all you guys. Now let's get this figure opened up. Alright, and here is the Gambit figure out of the package, and I can tell you right off the bat that this is a fantastic figure. So lots of new parts that are on this figure and some reused parts. So the jacket has been reused, the arms have been reused. This hand, of course, is new. The right hand, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to take a closer look. And then the effect pieces are obviously new. All the accessories that he comes with are new, and it looks pretty awesome. So one thing that I'm going to do to really get it out of the way is here he is next to Rogue, and I can't wait to have all my X-Men together. But I won't be doing a whole lot of comparisons. I don't have any previous Gambit figure. I know that there was an X-Men one, a Marvel Legends one. There's been a Marvel Select. I don't have any of those figures. I believe it may have been X-Men Classics as far as Gambit, but you guys let me know down in the comments below. But let's get in closer and take a closer look at this guy before we look at the articulation. Okay, so here is the close-up of Gambit. So one thing that's really nice, you can see Hasbro did give him the red eyes, which is nice. The facial hair was applied onto his face. It's not a digital print or anything, but the paint apps on it are very nice. So just kind of line work that's in there, but it gives it that nice stubble look. That I think is applied very nice. The hair is done with a brown with a little bit of black wash in there to give it that two-tone effect, so that looks very good. Again, the coat we've seen before with multiple times, like with Multiple Man. The jacket, not the jacket, but the torso, the rest of this whole torso and body is all new pieces that we haven't seen before on figures, so it's really awesome there. You can see the blue and you can see all the sculpted texturing in there with the lines. And I'd have to go and see as part of the design of those scratches or if that's just part of the design of the costume. I'm not really sure. We get this nice metallic pink through the torso of the figure down into the hip, and then as well as this blue color that comes along. I got a little bit of that metallic blue coming down off of that line right into the black, not a big deal. The legs, these pink rectangles, those are all sculpted on and then painted, so I like that. That's how you know that they are new pieces, that they are not reused. But it's basically like, I think it's very similar to the it looks like maybe the Spider-Man 2099 or the UK buck as far as that, because it's not real muscular up here, but they are new. Now the lower legs are all new. They're one thing that you have to watch out for is these knees are very thin, so they feel a little gummy, so there's a little too much give in there, so you really want to be careful with that. I can see that maybe some of them being warped out of package, nothing a little hot water would not fix. So the figure again looks really good. I like the way that came out. So the left hand has a roll of the dice type motion. Not sure exactly, but I'm sure we've seen that before. Basically, he can hold his staff. It just slips right on in, no problem. Easy. Now but the left hand, he has the 2 fingers, so that's kind of his shooting, his not shooting, but his card throwing hand, and you could just slip the effect piece right in between the fingers like so. That's really cool. Then you can also switch out the left hand with this effect piece that he comes with, which he throws, you know, 3 different cards. There's no design on the cards, unfortunately, but it does look good. We've seen this type of effect a few times with Dagger, with Bullseye, with Ronin, so it's pretty cool. So it looks like it's all done in a translucent pink color, and then the skin tone and the black of the gloves is all painted onto it. And the paint apps look pretty good. There's no hinge or anything to this, so it's going to be stationary in its position. So you just port that on in, and then you can do it. Now, these effect pieces, they always seem to kind of be an odd throwing position. So for this guy, let's zoom out a little bit, as far as getting him to throw it, you know, it looks like, you know, he's kind of going this motion of where they're throwing it. So I don't know how you would do that unless you're getting ready to, I don't know, seems kind of odd to me, but you know, you ACBA guys that can really get into the poses and good photography could probably figure out exactly what the best look and pose for that would be. So there it is. Now let's go over the articulation. Okay, so the articulation. So Gambit can look all the way down, which is great. Can look all the way up. The jacket really doesn't get in the way too much there. There is no head pivot, but it does feel a little loose on the ball, but it's not going to wobble around or anything. It's just when you go to move it, it just kind of feels like that. Now the shoulders can go all the way up because they have provided new arms on this jacket, which is a big improvement to what was there before. You do get a full rotation, of course, an upper bicep swivel, and then you only get 1 single jointed elbow, unfortunately. But you get about, looks to be just a little bit over 90 degrees in that elbow, but you know, the way the shoulder comes down and get those arms closer to the body really makes up for what we had previously. Now as far as an ab crunch, he can crunch down quite a bit, so that's great, but crunching back is going to be a problem because of the jacket, so you're not really going to get anything there. You get a waist swivel. At mine, I hate when doing that. You got to kind of crack it so it's kind of in there, but you do get a waist swivel. The legs go out this far apart, so not a huge amount, but they do go out. Can kick forward that much, so that's great forward motion there. Can go back only slightly. There is an upper thigh cut there. You get a double jointed knee, which looks pretty good, but this knee pad that they added on, you get the blue hinge right on the top of that knee, which does look kind of funny. But again, it's a very, very thin knee. You can see the leg really goes down into a thin portion there. So you really want to be careful with that. There is an upper calf cut or boot swivel there. Foot hinges all the way down and hinges all the way up, and you do get a good ankle pivot. So great articulation there. So all in all, very good figure. Now before we go and end it, let's take a closer look at those accessories. Okay, so here are again taking a closer look at the accessories that it comes with. So this is the card throwing hand, so you can see the motion is going this way and the 3 cards are going out from those 3 fingers. So I like that. Probably would be asking a lot, but if we would have seen some detail in the cards, that would have been pretty cool, because there's none. There's just a flat, just looks to be flat. There's no design to show that it's an actual card. You just have to know that from the comics or the cartoon TV show. The staff is here. Now one thing I like about this, it's not cut in half like some of the others that you have to put together. It is one whole piece. It is very, very pliable. but it does look good. It's just a silver color, but it's not like that flat silver color that's there. It does look like a metal pole, so I like that they did that. So those are the accessories. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, this figure is a very good figure, and I'm very happy to have it. This one is one of the ones I was most excited for. Between this one and Beast, I almost want to say this one was kind of a little bit more anticipated for me. I did like the Gambit character from the TV show, probably a little bit more than Beast. But still very happy to have those two in this wave, which is crazy. But a very good figure. This is the double pack in the case. So initially, he will definitely be hard to find. In the long run, he will be a little bit easier to find. But just as we know with most double packed figures, eventually they become the harder ones to find. But a very good figure. Be on the lookout at Target, Entertainment Earth, all those online websites should all be getting them fairly soon. I know some orders are processing now, so be on the lookout. I'll put a link down in the description below if you want to place an order with Entertainment Earth. But there it is. You guys let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you guys liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching.